So, around this time yesterday, we were talking about the story that made front-page news for one of the papers, which is the idea that the EDL, the English Defence League, could become a political party, perhaps initially standing in local and borough elections and then moving forward to a general election. Its Facebook page seems to have 74,000 supporters, and it can get 2,000 or 3,000 people to its rallies. It's all right, it's not necessarily the size of the Liberal Democrats or the Conservative Party, but it could have some kind of grounding. So what does it actually stand for? Stephen Lennon is head of the English Defence League. He joins me now. Mr. Lennon, welcome to the programme. You have two names, Stephen Lennon and Tommy Robinson. Why is that?
Why is that? If you've got today's Daily Star newspaper, you'll see a big headline in there saying, "We're going to behead your family." My family behind the 24-hour police guard for the last week. I've had threats to behead my children. So when I started the English Defence League, I know what comes when you stand up against anything to do with Islam. I know the consequences of it. So obviously, I didn't see why I should put my life or my family's life on the line in order to air people's views. So I hid behind a pseudonym.
All right. That explains one part of it, I guess. Tell me what being English... Do I call you Mr. Lennon or Mr. Robinson, by the way? Which one do you want to be called?
Mr. Lennon's fine.
Mr. Lennon. OK. Mr. Lennon, what does being English mean to you?
To me, well, I'm the son of Irish immigrants, and I'm English. So being English to me means you're born in this country. Doesn't matter the colour of your skin, doesn't matter where your roots come from. As long as you're proud of this country, you want to protect this country, you want to protect the culture, the Christian culture of this country, and you want to stand up and protect your children's future, and that's all we want to do.
So we're hearing the word protection and indeed defence. What are we protecting ourselves or yourselves?
Islamism, the spread of Islam, the spread of militant Islam, the political wing of Islam, terrorism, Sharia law.
Sharia law. What are your fears regarding Sharia law?
My fears, there's 100 Sharia law courts in this country. Now, in 2003, the European Court of Human Rights done an in-depth study, and they found that every aspect of Sharia law was incompatible with Western democracy and freedom due to their views on homosexuals, their views on infidels, and their views on women. Right. Now, women are being unfairly tried in these Sharia law courts across this country. We're decades in this country for equal rights, and we're throwing them all away for not even a religion, an ideology.
Are you a Muslim yourself?
No, I'm not a Muslim.
So what qualifies you to tell Muslims how to run their civil affairs?
This is British. This is Britain. They're British law. What do you mean, what qualifies? Are we pretending that... Should we just allow women to be treated second-class citizens in Sharia law courts? Is that what you think?
No. Well, never mind what...
We need to protect Muslim women as well as British.
Never mind what I think. I'm just intrigued as to how you, as a non-Muslim, think you're entitled to tell Muslims how to treat themselves in civil matters. I'm stressing in civil matters. So if two Muslims want to get a divorce, why you feel you should be able to influence that? Are you equally against Jewish courts?
No, I'm not, but Jewish courts don't treat women as citizens, do they? Jewish courts, in a Sharia law court, when a child gets to the age of 8, the man gets custody of it.
Sorry, when a child... The line clicked, Miss Lennon. When a child gets to 8... What happens? Sorry?
The dad automatically gets custody of it through Sharia law courts. Now, that's wrong. Regardless of whether he's a good parent or not, the woman has no say. So these sort of issues... in the Sharia law court, it's not on there. And we have British law, we don't need Sharia law court. And it's not me saying it, it's the European Court of Human Rights.
So, how many... You had a rally in Luton on the weekend. Yeah. Am I right in saying around 2,000 people turned up?
Minimum 6,000.
You're saying 6? All right.
We've had the police.
How many of those people would say they're solely there because of their concerns on Sharia law, do you think?
No, but our organisation is not solely there for the concerns of Sharia law. You asked me the aspects, and I said Islamism, militant Islam, terrorism, Sharia law. You've picked out one of the things.
Okay, what else then would they be there? Or can I read you some of the comments from your Facebook page? You'll be aware of these. Why don't we paint a swastika on every effing mosque in Britain, or better rip the effers down?
I'm sorry, but that sort of thing... When was that on our Facebook page?
I'm reading it now. 14th
That's on our Facebook.
14th of November last year.
14th of November last year.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you see with the Facebook page...
Yeah. So does that support the views of the party?
Okay, let me answer. If people are judging an organisation by its Facebook page, with a Facebook page, anyone, which we have many of, other organisations, even Muslims, set up a Facebook profile, go on our wall, write racist stuff, and then report it, trying to get our group closed down.
Mr. Lennon, the entire Facebook entries are racist. What's this one?
No, they're not.
Get our country back, kick out Paki scum, F dem P word again. Get the ends to go home. This is what this is all about.
It's not what it's all about.
Well, Mr. Lennon, I've just read 4 entries from your Facebook. I can't find anything. Well, let's try another way.
We had 1.2 million posts on our Facebook group within 1 week, mate. So you're picking 4 out of...
I'm not your mate, by the way.
No, OK, you're picking 4 out of hundreds of thousands of comments.
That. What's your position on Europe?
On Europe?
Yes. You want to be am I right in assuming that you have ambitions to be a political party?
I don't have ambitions to be a political party. What they asked us, would you ever turn into a political party? And I said, our hope is that the major 3 political parties wake up, realise the working class communities have had enough, because we have these people making decisions for us who know nothing what it's like to live in these towns and cities. Like probably yourself. You probably don't live in a working class estate next to an Islamic ghetto.
No, I do not.
No, precisely we do. So I don't expect you to understand at all what I'm talking about, because you're so far out of touch, just like our politicians are, that you sit there and you'll look down upon people like a lot of people do, and they don't realise what it's like.
I'm just trying to understand. I'm not looking down on you, Mr. Lennon. I'm trying to understand.
But you don't understand. You're trying to make a mockery of it when you can't possibly understand. Have you had any family members that have been raped or pimped out by Muslim pimping gangs?
No, I've had family members who fortunately have been treated in hospitals by excellent Muslim medical staff.
Okay, yeah, I'm not denying that, mate. I'm not denying there's great Muslims. I know there's great Muslims.
Right.
But the point is, you're making assumptions, and you are just one of these people who has not got a clue what's going on in this country.
Well, tell me.
In towns and cities like Luton.
Tell me then. Okay,
why do you think the English Defence League is one of the biggest phenomenons to ever sweep this country?
Well,
do you think it's because there's all these dormant racists lying across England just waiting to be racist? Or do you think there's a problem?
Of course there's a problem, but isn't the problem...
You admit there's a problem?
Of course there's a problem. But I don't see that the problem is made any better by having rallies where you have people carrying posters with women with blood dripping down their faces and a Facebook that talks about effing scum. I don't see how that addresses the problem.
Okay, so you realise there's a problem. So what do you think we should do? As the people who are living in these towns and cities with this problem affecting us, our families and our children, we've sat back for 15 to 20 years and we have waited for politically minded people and well-educated people to sort these problems out. And have they? Have they sorted anything out for us?
You will know that people and I know you're very concerned quite rightly about Asian grooming gangs. People are being jailed for that just recently.
They're not Asian grooming gangs, mate. They're Muslim. Sorry, I won't call you mate, because you obviously take offence by that.
No, but I'm not your mate. It's like we know each other. I wouldn't dream of calling you mate. I've never met you in my life.
Okay, it's the way we talk, but it's the way I talk. But
is that
when you say Asian pimping gangs,
so it is the courts are dealing with it. The courts are dealing with it.
Only after 20 years. And why do you think they're dealing with it? Because for the last 2 years, we've been standing in city centres across this country in front of thousands of people, including the press, asking them to deal with it. They haven't done it for 20 years. They're only doing it.
You understand your stance frightens many people. Not just Muslims, people of many faiths. Your stance frightens them, Mr. Lennon.
And you don't think Islam frightens us? You don't think it's frightening us in our towns and cities? You don't think our youth are scared and getting attacked? You don't think these things...
The tactics of terror on both sides?
Pardon?
You employ tactics of terror, then you say there's terrorism...
What tactics of terror will happen this Saturday in Luton? We came to Luton, in our thousands, there was not one trouble. We peacefully protested. We had 5 speakers. One of them was a Jewish rabbi.
I'm only for time reasons, and if you carry listening onto the programme, you know I'm gone in 10 seconds. I'm very grateful. Stephen Lennon, head of the English Defence League, thank you for coming on the programme. I'm done. I sense we must talk...